show something in this video. This is the axles, the CV joints. What I like to do, you may want to replace them if they are worn, but if they are still good but they stay with the original grease in there, you may just want to remove that grease and pack them with the fresh grease. Usually you try to get molybdenum, something like this. I'll put in the video description what grease I use. So just removing it from the car first. This is just a scrap yard, I'm just showing it. So this is a Volvo. Usually I get this wrench, and I will just insert it in between the CV joint and the transmission. Just try to pry it out. Sometimes it works easier, otherwise other times it just won't budge. Let's just try. Alright, that wasn't bad. Sometimes in Volvo cars that thing gets really stuck in there. You may want to twist it and try in different angles like this. Twist and try again. But this is really just a side note. It's just because this circlip gets stuck in there. By the way, for Volvo cars, you may want to reuse the original circlip, because on many refurbished axles they put the wrong circlip and it either doesn't go in there, either it won't be removed ever again. So this is really not a good thing. Never use tie wraps like this. This is just not strong enough. Alright, so what I use, it really depends on this kind of oil-ticker clamps. The original ones are usually really tough, really strong metal. You can still undo them. So I use this wire cutter. I think use a quality one, and careful with the tip, because it may break if you force it too much. So I'm not cutting it. I'm really not cutting the clamp. I'm just bending it, just like that. And I'm not gonna finish the job right now. You just bend it like this, undo it from there. You want to get the shape here really like a U, so it really extends here, right? And then you just reshape it like this, and you undo the small thing that keeps it in place. Let's see. So there's no worries about it. I'm going to reuse it, the same clamp, especially when there's our original ones. The metal is strong enough. No worries about it cracking. That's it. Yeah, this one was already dismantled inside, but it won't fall like this, yours. So it's just going to you just need to undo the bolt like this, just toss it, clean the wipe off the old grease. This is not even old, it's fresh grease. So wipe out the old grease, pack with new grease. I used to put maybe 1 cup, just like in the cooking, 1 cup of grease, not too much, and then you just put it back. Try to do it with one hand. Anyhow, so I'm not going to do it fully because hold on a second, I just keep the camera outside. Alright, it wasn't long. So if you extended this properly, if it's still really extended here, you'll be able to catch it again pretty easily. And then you may want to grab something like this. Got this thing off eBay. These pliers, it's really cheap and crappy. It's about $10 or $20 off eBay. If you can find something better, it's even better. What I usually have to do is that just cut a little bit the tip, because the tip is too thick. So got it smaller. This is my older one, it's already bent a bit. And so this thing will work on softer clamps. If you have the original ones, it won't be strong enough, but on smaller ones it should be working. And you have it tied back again. Just make sure it's really tight, secure. And I've seen there are Chinese clamps like this on internet. I don't think they are strong enough. This is not Chinese, but it's not either the original one. It's just a replacement quality one. So you just put it back and you are good to go for another long time with the CV joints. So this is how I check the axle joint. It has two CV joints on each side. This is the transmission side. We have the clip, and that's the spindle or the well side. So to check them first, you need to check the dust butts. So you may just check for the cracks. That's the first thing. Then you need to check the clamps. If the clamps look like this one, looks original, looks like from the manufacturer of the car, it's not a replacement one, check the boot. If the boot seems good, means this might be a good affair. This clamp here, that's a replacement one. It doesn't look so strong as the original one, and then it might mean the boot was already replaced, and it might be replaced with a cheap quality one. I suspect this is a cheap one. You don't want these things, because this will break quite often. That's the first thing. The next thing, what I do is I check for play in the axle joints. This being the side on the transmission is different than the other side, the checking thing. So on the transmission side, this is very normal. That's how it should work. What you don't want to have play like this. It's called a radial play. I should not be able to move it like this in any direction, So now I'm just trying to move it like that. It already has a very tiny play. You cannot, of course, you cannot see it in the video, but I'm moving like this. Doesn't matter which way, but just like that. It has a tiny plate. This means it may, if it's really tiny, it doesn't really matter, but if it's more, it will cause vibrations. It will cause vibration on a steering wheel, slight vibration, not too big, on a highway. And this side, on the well side, what you don't have as a play, you don't want to have it like this. So I'm just moving. This is called axial play. You don't want to have axial play on the well side. So I'm moving like this. It doesn't matter if you can rotate it, doesn't matter, but you really don't want to feel play like this. So now I'm just trying to force it like that. And the guy has a tiny play as well. I don't think it's so bad. It's really hard to tell how much play is in there. Maybe 1/8 of an inch perhaps, or 1-2 millimeters. You probably don't want to buy this or to use this, but if you really don't have a choice, a tiny play is not that bad. And this guy also shouldn't be moving like that, but that's really rare. So that's mostly like this. You don't want to have play like this, just like that. So on the well side again, no play like this. On the transmission side, no play like this on the side. And that's pretty much it.